Good morning, everybody. Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people. Today is January 26th, 2025. And we have been looking at January 27th, January 28th, based on a 7-day warning from the inauguration of Trump, the announcement of Stargate, which is a ring which was announced on Trump's 28,711th day, the beginning of the flood, opening the gates of heaven, and Stargate is a door to heaven. So we have a lot of information I'm sharing about January 28th over my last few videos. And yesterday I shared this video about the 80th anniversary of the Holocaust, Memorial Day, liberation of Auschwitz, which happened on January 27th, 1945. So this is 80 years. There's a Bible verse in Psalm 90 about after 80 years we fly away, and this is a very important marker at the end of a generation. And even within the article here and the video that I shared, they said this is going to be the last generation where they can actually have survivors. There's not going to be any survivors left because it's already been 80 years, and some of the survivors that are going to be speaking were only 4 or 5 years old when they were there. They were only 4 or 5 years old, and they still remember 80 years later all of the smells and the situation. And so there's going to be survivors speaking. This is going to be the last generation. And so after I did this video, a number of people commented under here that I Pet Goat may be referencing the liberation of Auschwitz because of the barbed wire. Because of the barbed wire it shows. And so this is how I Pet Goat begins. It begins at the scene, very easily could be a concentration camp with a goat locked in to a stall here and behind barbed wire. It's also interesting to note that exactly on January 27th, 28th, we have the connection to Capricorn, the goat, the moon, Mercury, and the sun. And this picture could represent Capricorn, and the shadows could represent the sun and the moon in Capricorn. So that's an interesting situation as well. And the other thing I shared the other day about the moon is that January 28th and 29th it's a dark moon, just like it was at the beginning of the month. And so this could be a reverse type of blue moon, 2 dark moons in 1 month. This could be a blue moon, once in a blue moon. The dark moon, which at the beginning of the year was the omen they were talking about, that a new year starting on a black moon is an omen of things to come. Okay, so as we're talking about I Pet Goat and barbed wire, so right at the end, as the Antichrist, false Messiah figure is coming onto the scene, coming through the portal, he's got a crown of thorns, but it's actually in the form of barbed wire. And then a few seconds later, as he's coming through the portal, you see the church is still intact. He's got the barbed wire, but then a few seconds later, the barbed wire disappears and the church crumbles. Okay, so people were bringing this to my attention that it's possible that I Pet Goat references the liberation of Auschwitz as a key marker. And this is right at the end. So the removal of the barbed wire could represent the 80th anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz and the coming of the false Messiah and the destruction of the church. So another piece of information I wanted to share with you, as we have been watching over the years the prophecies of Rabbi Kaduri and the understanding of the Messiah coming after the death of Ariel Sharon. And Rabbi Kaduri died on January 28th, 2006, 19 years ago. And so is he connected to the coming of the Messiah? This is a very important person, a very important marker, and this could be connected also to what we're watching on January 28th, the death of Rabbi Kaduri. So I will leave the links for you of my most recent videos, especially the ones that are connected to January 20th, the return of Donald Trump, and a 7-day warning based on the revelation of Stargate, the gates of heaven being opened on 7/11, which is the day of the flood. The day of the flood, Genesis 7:11, the gates of heavens, the floodgates of heavens were opened. So we have the Stargate connected to 7/11, connected to, as in the days of Noah, the 7-day warning. The other thing that I didn't even mention, when Donald Trump introduced Stargate, he said these giants, these tech giants. Maybe I should play that for you and pull that up so you can see what he said. And this could be the connection to the time of Noah, the giants coming at the time of Noah, as in the days of Noah, a 7-day warning, to 7/11, which is the day of the flood.
So my first day back from having a nice life, it's my honor to welcome 3 of the world's leading technology CEOs. And in the case of Larry Ellison, it's well beyond technology. He's sort of CEO of everything. He's an amazing man, an amazing business person. But to announce the largest AI infrastructure project by far in history, and it's all taking place right here in America. As you know, there's great competition for AI and other things, and they're coming in at the highest level. We're joined by Oracle Executive Chairman Larry Ellison, SoftBank CEO, my friend Masa Yoshi-san, and CEO of OpenAI, and I would say the by far the leading expert based on everything I read, Sam Altman. So that's great that you're coming in together. That's a massive group of talent and money. Together, these world-leading technology giants are announcing the formation of Stargate. So together, these world-leading technology giants are announcing the formation of Stargate. So
Genesis 6. And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. And the Lord said, My spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men which were of old, men of renown.
So Donald Trump came back into power on January 20th, and on January 21st he announced Stargate AI initiative, and he announced it being presented by giants of technology, and it is given unto man 120 years. 120. January 20th, the announcement being made the very next day after Donald Trump takes office. And the giants were connected to the reason God sent the flood. Donald Trump made the announcement when he was 28,711 days old. Genesis 7:11, the gates of the heavens were opened, and it rained upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. As in the days of Noah, a 7-day warning. I pray you are blessed. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people, the sign of his coming revealed.
Together, these world-leading technology giants are announcing the formation of Stargate.
There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that. And it came to pass, after 7 days, that the waters of the flood were upon the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, the 17th day of the month, the same day, were all the fountains of the great deep broken up. And the windows of heaven were opened, and the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights.
Together, these world-leading technology giants are announcing the formation of Stargate.